The internet is buzzing with news that José Ureña, the powerful starting pitcher with a blistering 154 km/h moving fastball, is heading to Japan's Rakuten Eagles. But the headline fails to capture the sheer drama of this acquisition, a signing that defies modern pitching logic and might just redefine success in the Pacific League.
We're not talking about a fading star. We're talking about a highly durable veteran who throws one of the heaviest balls in the sport, and whose perceived weaknesses in the MLB are precisely the characteristics that will forge his impenetrable armor in NPB. We need to understand the mechanics of this high-velocity ground ball machine and why his past statistical failures are precisely the blueprint for his future dominance. That is exactly what 618 Radar will uncover with you right now.
Ureña arrives with serious pedigree, 44 major league wins, including a stellar 14-win, 169-inning campaign in 2017. For a Rakuten rotation that was frankly collapsing under the weight of injury and inconsistency, Ureña is not just a fresh arm, he is the promised savior of innings, a workhorse built for the long haul.
His arsenal is deceptively simple but devastatingly effective. The two-seam fastball, a true high-velocity sinker averaging 154 km/h, backed by a sharp slider and an effective changeup. Forget the radar gun's top speed. Koji, a veteran NPB hitting coach, remarked, "We are talking about movement and speed that Japanese hitters simply have not processed at this volume." When Ureña's 154 km/h sinker is dropping 2 feet just before the plate, it looks like a glitch in the matrix. You swing over air, or you top the ball. This blend of speed and break is virtually unheard of in NPB, promising immediate chaos for opposing lineups. However, the noise surrounding Ureña is not all praise, and this is where the conflict sharpens. Many analysts who track MLB trends are quick to point out his Achilles heel, the low strikeout rate. In the highly analytical, strikeout-driven major leagues, Ureña's K/9 ratio often hovered below 6.5, a statistic that led to decreased demand, positioning him as an innings eater for rebuilding clubs rather than a frontline ace. This low strikeout rate is the very counter-argument we must address, and it is here we find the twist. The low K rate was actually the green light, Mr. Tanaka, a source close to the Rakuten scouting department, shared. MLB prioritizes the swing and miss.
We prioritize efficiency, durability, and defense. In our ballpark, one of the more compact stadiums in the Pacific League, a fly ball is a catastrophe. A ground ball is a guaranteed out. Ureña is designed for this environment. The data supports this aggressive acquisition strategy. Ureña boasts a nearly 48.5% career ground ball rate in the MLB.
This percentage, already high in the expanse of American League parks, translates to overwhelming dominance in the tighter confines of Japanese stadiums. The geometry changes everything. When a pitcher generates ground balls nearly half the time, the risk of the long ball, the existential threat in NPB, is drastically mitigated. He doesn't need to strike everyone out. He needs to induce weak contact on the ground, a skill he has mastered over a decade. It's the pitching equivalent of a specialist chef finding the perfect regional ingredients. His craft, which was slightly underappreciated globally, becomes paramount locally. The argument escalates further when considering his secondary pitches. While his sinker dominates the pitch mix, analysts have noted his rarely used split-finger fastball, utilized only 3.3% of the time, yielded a surprisingly high swing and miss rate. There is strong speculation that if the Rakuten coaching staff can integrate this high-whiff splitter more aggressively into his low-ball attack strategy, Ureña could unlock a new level of strikeout power, transforming his profile from a durable workhorse to an undeniable staff ace, a plot twist that would vindicate the entire organization.
This move is a brilliant strategic maneuver by Rakuten, filling the gaping hole in their rotation with a pitcher whose style is perfectly calibrated for Japanese baseball. His history shows he can step into a chaotic situation and simply devour innings, providing stability that allows domestic aces like Takayuki Norimoto and Takahiro Shiomi to thrive without undue pressure.
Ureña himself acknowledged the opportunity, stating, "I am incredibly grateful for the chance to play as a member of the Eagles in Japan." His signing, assigned the meaningful number 22, often associated with tough, reliable veterans in Japanese baseball history, signals his intended role, not a fragile superstar, but a relentless competitor, tough enough to pitch 160-plus innings without fail.
José Ureña is here to devour innings, and the NPB needs to prepare for a whole lot of 154 km/h ground balls. If you found this deep dive into the mechanics of Japanese baseball scouting and the brilliance of José Ureña's potential move fascinating, please hit that like button, share this video with your baseball friends, and subscribe to 618 Radar for more expert analysis.
And tell us in the comments, do you think Ureña will reach 15 wins in his debut NPB season, or will the NPB hitters figure out the sinker before the All-Star break?